Hi, ich bin Kim, 21 Jahre alt und Ende Mai bin ich 382 Kilometer gelaufen und habe so den BPN Last Man Standing gewonnen. Das Prinzip bei diesem Format ist, jede Stunde musst du 6,7 Kilometer laufen, das ist eine Runde und die musst du halt innerhalb dieser Stunde fertig kriegen. Und wenn du schneller bist, hast du ein bisschen mehr Pause, wenn du langsamer bist, halt weniger. Und dann musst du am Anfang der nächsten Stunde wieder in der Linie stehen und es geht weiter. Und das geht halt so lange, bis nur noch eine einzige Person steht und eine Runde alleine finishen kann. Bei dem Event war es ein bisschen anders, denn es gab einen Doppelsieg mit KENDALL, da uns ein Sturm absolut gehittet hat und auseinandergenommen hat. Die Doku dazu ist auch in Arbeit und kommt noch, aber good things take time oder so, ne? Das Ganze fand halt in Texas statt und wurde von Nick Bear und Bear Performance Nutrition organisiert. Ich hoffe, ihr kennt die, absolut geiles Unternehmen, geile Mission. Und nach dem Lauf wurden wir halt beide in deren Headquarters eingeladen und wir durften uns alles anschauen und genau das seht ihr halt in diesem Vlog. Also viel Spaß, das war eine unglaublich inspirierende und interessante Story. Alles, was zu sehen, war echt wirklich unglaublich. Es gab leider ein paar Audioprobleme. Grüße gehen da raus an Rode. Aber trotzdem viel Spaß beim Zuschauen. Lasst gerne ein Like und ein Abo da. Schreibt einen Kommentar, Kritik. Und jetzt geht's los.
Also mein Körper baut von Sekunde zu Sekunde mehr ab. Meine Lippen tun so geisteskrank weh. Ich hatte das Gefühl, einfach hier, diese Innenseite der Lippe ist nicht mehr da. Es brennt einfach die ganze Zeit, als ob man da so Deo drauf spüren würde. Meine Beine tun weh. Ich habe Bauchschmerzen, also Magenschmerzen. Ich habe super schlecht geschlafen. Alles kacke. Das ist richtig weh. Ja,
So,
aber
seine Lippe aufgerissen, die blutet jetzt.
Ansatz.
Ja, in der Mitte.
Und es ist fertig und dann fahren wir zum BPN HQ. Junge, ich meine Lippe, diese kleine Ich stinke einfach die ganze Zeit. Ich habe das Gefühl, ich kriege mich nicht mehr sauber.
Ab ins BPN Firmen Dingsbums
HQ Headquarters.
Headquarters.
Really? Oh my god. In general. Okay. But from a time like, you know, a little rescue mission out here.
So, wir düsen jetzt zum HQ. Sagen wir erst noch KENDALL und seine Mama ein und dann geht's ab.
The greatest ultra film ever made.
Yeah.
That's that's like almost inarguable. Like
Yeah.
that is the case. What you two guys did, I mean, it's never been done like that to that degree and in those circumstances. And then to have the ending that we had.
I think the build-up is the craziest, but you start with like the Texan heat and like everyone is starting, and when you do not know what will happen, you will just okay, this is like a normal last man standing, and it goes on, and then like at the moment when Mitch drops out, it goes fucking ballistic. Like two warriors, 21 years old, just battling to death and going all the way, and so many ups and downs, and then the storm sets in. It's crazy,
Dude, when you looked up and when you like, do you know what death feels like?
You ever wondered what death feels like, Chad?
Have I?
You ever wondered what...
You'll tell me after this. Keep going.
That goes so hard.
I was ready to leave it out
That's
there.
crazy, bro. What? Do you know what death feels like?
We have so many more of those. Like I have one segment where we're just sitting there, and this was like the second where KENDALL had problems and was like kind of hurting, and I was like looking at the camera and I was like, just like typical, like let's take the last soul, and it's just standing up and going out there.
Lucy's built different as well.
Yeah,
Lucy's like, you guys are all from the same cloth.
She did workout yesterday again. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah. Well, she's competing in High Rocks Worlds
And
in a week.
yeah.
2 weeks, yeah.
Chicago, that's great.
But that's who we have on our team. That's who we,
Oh yeah,
that's who we want to be around. People like that. People like yourself.
yeah.
That's who BPN is, and it's not for everybody.
Yeah, we really noticed that. Like from the team to the athletes, it's world class.
The medical staff even, they were like, they saw the race and they saw like the intensity of everything.
Yeah.
And they're like, you should maybe think about next year, like doing it a little bit earlier in the year before it gets too hot, because this is like really, really hot for runners. And I was like, hey, listen, this is not the Georgetown 5K.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not your grandma's like come out and walk jog run club. This is an elite race for elite people who are like ready to push themselves. I want it to be hot. I want it to be hard. Like, that's what we wanted. You know, we wanted to
I think
build something.
there was
to push
like,
people.
as Nick said before, it was like the fun part, like the part that made this race special, because there were so many variables. You had to like think about and go through. But he also said that I don't know, you are making the planning with Hope, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that you maybe push it to April or something, because when you want to get it big certified, I had Nick talked about it. I don't know what the criteria are, but a bit cooler. And I don't know if the coolers are allowed if you want to get it certified.
Yeah.
And therefore, and I think next year the race will be fucking tough. There will be some bad dudes showing up.
Yeah. We have our thoughts on that. I'll tell you off camera.
Okay.
Also wir sind jetzt bei KENDALL, denke ich, angekommen, sammeln den einen seine Mom und dann geht weiter zum HQ. Sollte passen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good, yeah?
How are you?
Morning, you see you. There we go.
Yeah, put it on. My foods are like swollen. How are you, man?
Mine are getting better. Like it was so bad in the beginning. Hi, how you doing?
How are you?
It is wild. It's nice to hang out like this, right? Not having to run every hour.
I get it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you dream something after like when you started like to get some proper sleep?
No, I was not.
No dreams, anything?
Did you get some?
I got some dreams like on the hospital.
Yeah.
When I was like sleeping on the first night.
Yeah.
I was dreaming that I was waking up and doing another loop. Yeah,
Crazy.
It was so I'm like it's sore, but I can because I was like waking up very often to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
So because I was waking up.
Yeah.
So I was like grabbing my legs, putting them on the floor, walk to the toilet, go back to sleep.
Yeah.
But then I had a dream that I did that, but I went for a loop.
Oh.
It's crazy. And I'm like, I'm not stopping, man.
Yeah, I slept so bad. I was just waking up after 3 or 2 hours and I couldn't get back to sleep. My body was so cooked. I was like completely dread. But yeah, no dreams yet. But maybe they will come.
They'll come.
Yeah.
My good dreams, man.
Yeah. But it was a good time, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you need help with it? Or?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Good? Yeah.
Junge, verrückt, den mal wieder zu sehen, ey. Nach dem Krieg da draußen. Have you ever been to the HQ?
Never. Have you?
No. I was so.
I saw that you were doing a workout in the ranch.
Yeah, I was just doing 2 pull-ups and after that I was quitting.
Just for the video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting the G1M tattoo tomorrow.
Oh, you'll get it?
Yeah. I said when I go all the distance I will get one.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get it yet. But we'll
Okay.
see.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Yeah, man.
Next year will be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't wait.
Imagine if there's like big runners coming, like elite backyard runners.
I think like I don't know what Sam's plan is because I think he's injured still, right?
He's sort of injured, I think,
Yeah.
but he still runs.
Yeah, but I think it could be because like I think till now it was like kind of the content event and everybody was like, oh, it's just VPN, it's media and stuff. And I think, but now there will be some bad dudes coming.
Oh yeah.
And throw down.
Like I don't think there was any backyard ultra runner.
No.
I'm curious to know if there was other runner that ran a backyard ultra before.
Yeah.
Because I've done 3, that was my 4th one. So I was like curious to see what that was gonna be like.
Yeah.
And obviously you were.
That was pretty new to me, yeah.
Yeah, but you are a great runner, man.
Thanks so much.
You were strong. I think you were a bit lighter than me.
Yeah.
So you had more laps. And
Yeah.
You didn't have too much impact.
The crazy, like my biggest problem was I could not get any food down. After day 1, I did not eat anything.
Oh really?
I just only drank the carbs.
I saw you on the start line.
Yeah.
With a wrap.
Yeah.
And then a few laps later, I saw the wrap on the floor.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Because you know when you're running,
Yeah.
you see something on the side and you look at it to see what it is, and I'm like, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
That was his wrap.
Yeah, and I couldn't get it down. And like you had so much like different food like pizza, noodles, everything.
Oh, yeah.
And we just had snacks and snacks. And snacks. And it was so bad I couldn't eat it.
Yeah, man. On one point, the highlight of this race was the tacos, man.
It was so good. The warm food after the rain, the warm food. Oh my god, it was so good.
It's so good, man.
Yeah.
And what before the storm?
Yeah.
I think lap 55
Yeah.
ish around there.
The lab where I fell asleep.
I think so. I'm not sure. I don't remember numbers and stuff. But I was carrying a taco in my hand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna enjoy this thing. So I just started walking.
Yeah.
And you were like, you were lost. You were gone. I was with my wrap, with my taco, eating my taco, enjoying the taco, and then the storm hit us. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm glad I ate that taco, man.
The storm was bad.
It's
I
bad.
was getting thrown around on the trail, like I couldn't
Really?
really stand, yeah. And then like Tony came and he was like, should I get you? And I was like, what are the rules? Like, can we continue to run? And he told me that you also said, what did Kim say? And he was like, I will continue to run.
What did Kim say? He's gonna keep going. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. And if he quit, I'm like, I have to do the loop, man.
Yeah.
I have to do the loop.
Yeah. I was also like talking to Nick, and he was like, when I finished my first loop, and then the storm was really hitting, and I was like at the camp, and Nick was saying, what is your plan? I was like, what are the rules? What are we doing? He was like, yeah, we'll talk to like KENDALL's crew, and we'll figure it out. But I think I was a correct decision to stop because the storm was bad.
I think so. Yeah. Sometimes in backer ultras, like, if that happens,
Yeah,
and no one finished the loop,
it just
everyone's at the end.
yeah,
There's no winner.
yeah,
But I think this event can be called
yeah,
Go One More Ultra,
yeah.
because
No one said it's a backyard, right?
exactly,
Yeah,
if you put backer ultra,
yeah.
then you have to follow
Yeah. Certain criteria.
rules.
Yeah. And I think like at normal backyard ultras you would not be allowed to have the coolers there. I think
I don't think so.
yeah. But to be honest, they were like lifesavers.
Lifesavers,
Yeah, without the coolers I would have been dead on bitches.
Oh yeah,
It was tough.
absolutely, man.
You're not used to the heat. I'm not used to it.
I know, man. I've been to Germany.
I was so happy when the rain came in, and I was like, yeah, that's that's the weather we need. What was your like? How did you think how far we could continue to go? Good trainer.
As far as we needed to.
But did you have like any number in mind, or we were just like, okay, we try?
No numbers.
This
Numbers.
like really get to me because I had like something like numbers in my mind. I had like your 50 round record, and I was like, okay, that's like the benchmark. But like then we came to a point where I was like focusing on the next round, the next loop, and it's so powerful when you just focus on the next loop because you just go step by step by step.
Yeah.
And it's, but in general, it was like I think 80 kilograms. But I'm pretty sure I'm like at 75 or 76 now.
75 at the moment.
Yeah, I lost so I'm feeling like half the size I was when I started. Kind of always so hard to like know what the perfect weight is because like sometimes you need like these extra grams for energy, but like the less you have, the less you have to carry around. So it should be easier to run with it.
You need a strong base, like you need to pack on muscle
Yeah.
for your body to be able to take the beating that it takes in a race like that. I think that's what like people are finding out more and more now, and that's why we believe so hard in like a hybrid style of training.
How you doing? I'm good. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you, man. Looking good, bro.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Hello, good to see you again, sir.
See you again.
Look at the whole gang
My
here.
man, how you doing, bro?
Good.
You looking good, bro.
Thanks,
Oh.
man.
Yeah, welcome to the indoor space.
We'll walk a little slower, Kendall. Sorry. Hold on, we'll take it easy.
Much slower today.
Yeah.
Wir sind jetzt im BPN HQ. Dass das mal passieren würde, hätte ich ehrlich gesagt nicht gedacht. Aber wir gucken uns das Ganze jetzt mal an. Das ist jetzt relativ neu bezogen, ich glaube seit 2 oder 3 Wochen. Wir haben jetzt alles in einem Space, davor war alles so ein bisschen aufgeteilt. Und Achtung, da kommt ein Ding. Ich bin sehr gespannt und sehr, sehr happy, dass wir hier sein dürfen.
Come on in. Here, hang on us here for a second for you. Boy, for Kendall.
Thank you.
Yeah. You recovering okay?
Recovering.
Hey,
Good to meet you, man.
Looking great.
Good to see you, bro. Man.
Yeah. Great, man.
Congrats. Thank you for all the effort.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man. Yeah.
What's up, dude?
How you feeling, man? Nice to see you. You're looking smooth, man. Ready to work on it? Yeah.
We wanted to bring you guys to BPN, you and your families. You know, we decided to launch this ultra this past weekend. We've been working on this for the last 6+ months. And I'll give a little context. You know, we really hyper-focused our brand on being a brand for the committed this last year. Hyper-focused on for the committed, go one more, and with a hyper-focus on endurance. The brand has seen these evolutions over the years. And a few months ago, we decided to launch this new race, this new style. And it was a relay race in a parking garage. It was 4-person teams. Each person runs an 800-meter kind of interval. And we thought it was this opportunity to try something new. It was going to be fun. It was going to be entertaining. It was going to be fast. And we thought it was going to be a blowout. We thought it was going to have the same level of impact that the Go One More Ultra was going to have. And it was a flop. We thought we were going to have 20,000 plus people trying to sign up for it. And there was 20 people that just signed up for it. And at first, this crushed us. And we thought it was a failure. But we ended up realizing this was a huge win and opportunity. Because we realized that the people that follow BPN, our audience, our brand, they don't want fun. They don't want fast. They don't want something that can be done with little effort and they don't get absolutely demolished in. So after that experience, we course corrected and we built out the Go One More Ultra. What we all experienced this past weekend. Extremely challenging. You have to prep for it. It's for the committed. It's going to break you. And it's just as much a mental battle as it is a physical battle. When we launched that race, we had over 5,000 people sign up. We thought that was the win. And I had this gut feeling that this past weekend was going to be really big for the brand. But I'll be honest, I didn't know just how big it was going to be. And I'm sure you guys experienced it. I know your social media platforms have experienced it well, just like ours has. This got picked up all over the world. This right now is the biggest thing in fitness and in endurance. This is setting a standard for the races, the events we put on moving forward, but it sets the standard for next year. And it was up to us to build out the course, build out the race, but it would have not have received so much attention and buzz and hype like it has without. So I really appreciate you guys for doing that. Because you've helped us, and we're all going to grow from this. But next year, I need you guys to come back and push even harder and further.
You can count on that.
And we need one winner next time. And you guys can go back to battle and back to war.
Gonna be back next year. I think this race was a symbiosis because it needed us to push through it, but I needed you. The content was insane, the media output, the storytelling was incredible, the organization, it was out of this world. We felt so safe out there, we felt so good, we had the time of our lives, and I think I can speak for both of us. We're so thankful for having this opportunity and being here, and yeah.
As the weekend, as the race. Get back to work. So our new podcast studio is still getting built out, so it's back through that door back there.
Yeah.
We're calling our gym the Human Performance Lab because it's so much more than just a gym. It's for recovery, it's for training, it's kind of where we spend most of our time.
Yeah.
So our previous gym was about 3,000 square feet. This gym is 9,000 square feet. Chad Wright did a podcast recap yesterday. He even said like, if the coolers weren't there, he wouldn't have made it as far as he did.
I think I wouldn't have made it to day 2 because day 2 was so hard. Like if I threw it and they couldn't send the heat, the heat was getting to me. Without the coolers, you were just like hanging on from cooler to cooler to cooler.
It's the heat's suffocating.
Yeah.
It wraps around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want Celsius?
Yeah.
Yeah. What flavor you want? Yeah.
Okay, then if they work?
For sure, yeah.
Thank you.
And we have chips and dip.
Yeah, I would love to try.
Grab the chips and then put it in here.
I was just told eating is the like second most. I was just told eating is the second most done thing here.
Yeah, that's all we do here.
What do we got there?
Elk and chips.
You got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
I got you a water, out of respect.
Yeah, that's the way I took it. But the way it looked in the video, I was like, oh.
He's like, fuck your water.
Steph texted me. Dude, Steph texted me, my wife, and she's like, yo, what's going on right now?
That was cool.
A big batch, and like it's all the time you want to get it out fast. You get the samples in, you get the products in, and you just want to drop it. And you might sometimes maybe you just like the one batch you did not test enough, you didn't wash enough, and then you ship out the product, and you get like the feedback, and like, well, that one trend is wearing off, and you're just sitting there in the office, and then oh, there we shipped like 100 shirts of those.
Yeah.
And fuck, just get them all back.
So
yeah. So,
he runs an apparel.
Yeah.
and it's like.
It's so important to test everything like 5-6 times before you get it really out of the cup.
For sure. It's really easy to become impatient and want to get it out. I've done that before. I remember getting our first order of supplements ever. I was in college and I ordered 500 bottles of pre-workout. And I thought it was going to be like 8 pallets. I thought it was going to be a truckload. And it showed up from the ground FedEx guides. And I was like, this is it? These are 500 bottles of thing? I put it in my car and I drew it to my college apartment. I passed all the orders on it there. It took me like 2 years to go through that inventory. Yeah.
The hats.
Thank you.
What size shirts are you guys?
Medium.
Medium. I got a latch on it. I'm like, I put it on. I'm like, no, I'm not that big.
Medium.
After the race.
Exactly. I'm probably small now.
Yeah, I feel like I lost half of my size.
It has everything. I keep telling them, like, you guys are the stars of what's going to become the greatest ultra film of all time.
Yeah.
How back and forth it was and how many times I was really like there, and you were already like, okay, this shit is over.
Dude, I thought it was over much earlier. Like the one time where you didn't come in for like when there was 40 seconds left. We started getting one together. Like, all right, this is it. Yeah.
I told him.
Yeah, like even my dad, like he really just fucked me over. He was getting interviewed by one camera guy, and he's like, yeah, I shouldn't he realize that he's not as good as Kendall is, and you just like accepted his loss, and I came in and then just went another round.
But our goals for the next 10 years are to be the most trusted and respected endurance consumer brand in the world. Be known as the Apple or Nike of performance endurance.
Yeah.
Sell more endurance gels than any other brand on the market. Inspire more runners to be lifters and lifters to be runners.
Yeah.
And then we want, in 10 years, G1M Sport and all the extensions of it. So G1M Sport Plus, the RTDs. We want that product portfolio alone to do 100 million in revenue.
Yeah.
So really, I set like 10-year targets for the team, and then they operate based off a vision I set, which is
You said it in the podcast.
the 3 components: core values, purpose, and goals. That's kind of like I set it up and what we work toward. Just staying like really hyper focused is
like so crazy to hear these numbers. Like you grow into it, right?
For sure. Yeah, first year ever we did $20,000 in revenue. Our second year we did $20,000 in revenue. Our third year we did $20,000 in revenue. I was like, oh, this is never grow.
I experienced the same. Like I found my first company, and the first 2 years were rough. I'm like 10,000 in revenue. I'm like red numbers all over again. And now with like having like the apparel company for sports, like stacking off a bit. I'm like first drop like 10k or 20k, and then 30, 40, and
just keep chipping.
And it's like it's so great that it continues to grow and just grow into it. And it's, like the numbers will not feel real, but
it's not just like, well, when's the growth going to stop?
Yeah.
Just expect. I remember in the first couple of years, like this just has to be by chance.
Yeah.
Like when's this going to be real? When's it going to stop? And it doesn't. You just keep working. You stay consistent.
And you expect, okay, this is the cap. Now we will fall off again.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this whole place was never part of the dream. This is like above and beyond.
It's so crazy for like a normal person not having anything and just building it up. It's like this is like a big company, and there has to be so many different high people behind it. And but
we still stay lean.
Yeah.
And we all do like a bunch of different roles, and I think like that's what keeps us humble and continue to grow. Is like we never become complacent, and we always treat like every day as day one. Like even after as successful as this weekend was, we all came in the next day. It was like time to get back to work.
Back to work. We got a better footing now, and now we can build on that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's like the most powerful mindset you can have.
I can't wait to get back home and get back to work now.
Lots of new opportunities.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Life changed.
Have brands or people been reaching out?
Yeah, of course. Like I had like some talks with brands for the event for sponsoring, and most of them were like, "It's too short notice. We can't do it." And they're so pissed now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they missed all that. Like,
dude, I was begging. I was like, I'm so torn between what to do. Because I knew as soon as we paused that race, it changed They changed.
Can't pause it.
No.
Just rest the form.
Yeah. That weather just got so wild.
It was the correct decision, Matt.
Yeah.
I think that especially with all the trees out there, and we could have get badly hurt.
I mean, there was twisted metal out there. I went there the next day. There were tents that are made of metal were twisted up in trees, and I was like, I'm glad we got out of there as soon as we could.
Yeah.
You saw like the video I posted yesterday with the pigs I found on the rest. Yeah, I saw so many.
There's a lot of pigs out there. I didn't know anyone saw
them.
There's a lot of pigs out there.
Well, probably towards the end, where it's like not all those runners out there making all that noise, just like the two of them.
For sure.
Like, what are like these animals called? Was like the tail and like
armadillo.
Is it
armadillo?
Yeah. They. When I was hallucinating, I was seeing them. I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, I saw like 3 snakes, 2 deers, then a bunch of stuff that I didn't know it was.
Yeah. I'm sure it was watching you. Yeah. It was watching you.
Another way.
Well, do you want a meal before you head out?
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, I'll grab one.
If you need anything, reach out.
I will.
Let me know. Anything.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, boys.
Yeah, you should.
Absolutely.
Well, now we could do an Airbnb training camp.
Yeah.
And we're gonna kill everyone out there.
That's sick. That's the man.
Yeah.
That is sick.
All right, let's get up to Costa Rica and train in the March.
Yeah, sure, I would love to. I've never been.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
One day we will get that world record, man. We will. Okay, wir hatten kurz Probleme. Es war wirklich so, als wir da auf diesem Trail waren, es war so Kampf um Leben und Tod. Es war nicht so, okay, wir rennen hier zusammen und wir gönnen dem Ball. Also natürlich war es auch Respekt irgendwo da, aber man wollte sich gegenseitig auseinandernehmen. Und jetzt nach dem Race, oder auch jetzt schon die letzten Sekunden nach dem Race, es war einfach, keine Ahnung, was ganz anderes. Und jetzt auch, es hat sich wirklich gut angefühlt. Wir haben wirklich so viel Respekt gegenseitig, weil Kendall ist einfach ein Motherfucker so. Und ich freue mich sehr, hier noch nächstes Jahr genauso down zu schauen, das hier zu sehen. Also ihr habt es ja gerade gesehen, Junge, es ist so wild, dass halt hier erstmal diesen Creative Space da, die ganzen Offices, du hast dieses riesige Gym hier, das ist diesen geilen Wohnzimmer und dann geht es halt drüben, Alter, in die Lagerräume und ich weiß nicht, Leute, die schon länger BPN verfolgen, wissen ja, wie es damals aussah und das jetzt zu sehen, ist wirklich insane. Also
sich wirklich auch vor Augen halten zu können, dass ein einzelner Mann eine Firma gründen kann, die so skaliert und dann wirklich irgendwann so ein riesiges Gebäude, ein Komplex hat mit automatischem Fulfillment-System, einem unglaublichen Team, wirklich einfach einer richtigen Atmosphäre und so ein Unternehmen aus dem Nichts hauen zu können. Ich glaube, das sollte jeden wirklich motivieren und jedem vor Augen zeigen, dass man das auch so schaffen kann. Und ich denke, also das, was ich durch diesen Trip mitgenommen habe, allein von den Möglichkeiten her und von dem, was ich im Kopf gedreht hatte, ist schon wirklich insane. Und ich kann nicht warten, nach Hause zu kommen und zu arbeiten. Und one day we'll be here. One day we will have the same. Und da bin ich mir relativ sicher.